All right, we are live. Woo, 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 woo. Welcome to Smart Love Thursdays, the Good Men edition. Back with my fellas. We ready to turn up. It's gonna be a fun one tonight. The last two have been, a little serious. We had to break down them walls and really, get to the truth, to the source. But today we're gonna, stick with our theme of the war on Black love, but we're gonna keep it a little lighter. We're gonna play some games, 21 questions to be exact. So let me go ahead, bring my fellas in without further ado. Actually, you know what? Let me kick us off first. Hold on one second. I just thought about that. Okay, so my name is LaDonna. I am the founder of Smart Love Inc. I am going to start today off with an icebreaker. We're going to do two truths and one lie. This will be the only time we will lie on this platform. Okay, so I want my audience, once y'all start coming in, to go ahead and guess which one is a lie. Okay, so I'm going to start with bringing the fellas up. Okay, there we go. All right. Actually, let's wait for more people to come on. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the fellas up and we'll do the two truths and a lie in a second. One moment. Bring it to the stage, Mr. Date Night himself. What's up, Mark?
You would do me first because I was actually in the midst of trying to find a lie to tell.
You try to find a lie to tell. Ain't that about something?
Sometimes I speak so much truth, I don't even know how to tell a lie. You
know what I mean? Man, ain't that the truth or a lie? I don't know.
Or a lie. So what's happening? So with Date Night Online, Date Night on YouTube. Been doing this for about a year, a little bit over a year. So you can catch me on Facebook at Mark Weaver. Projects I'm currently doing. I'm building a dating app for Date Night Online. One of the state-of-the-art dating apps that you've probably ever seen. Just to kind of give you an insight, it will have a matchmaking component. It also will have a speed dating component too as well. So I ain't gonna let you know how we're gonna do that, but it's gonna be live on the Date Night Live app. There we go.
Okay.
That's it. Let's roll.
That's it. Okay. All right. Bring it to the stage, my boy Damon.
What's up, y'all? I'm Damon. I am the head communicator in charge of the Thing About Us podcast. Real people having real conversations about real relationships. I'm excited about what we're going to do tonight. 21 questions. I'm loving this conversation about the war on Black love. And I'm looking forward to people coming in the chat because I'm going to be in the chat room today. I'm responding to everything you say. Every comment, every question, I'm responding. So we going in the chat.
Dope. Can't wait. Ski Feet.
Here we go.
Atlanta. Okay.
I don't know who that
Last
is.
But not least.
Steve. What up, y'all? I'm Nye the Great, one half of the projects. Emma, we doing the two truths and lies right now, or we just talking?
You know what?
I appreciate y'all coming on. Tune in. It's gonna be a good show. I'm feeling good as hell right now. I'm just playing. I'm always feeling good. But just tune in, comment, get in the comment section and go to a verbal war with Damon real quick.
All right. Let's get it.
Okay. All right. So as we're waiting on our audience to come in, we're actually going to be guessing the lie. Okay. So I'm going to start with my two truths and a lie in no particular order. Mm-hmm. So I found about $5,000. I actually had an idea of who it belonged to, but instead of giving them the money, I actually used it for my BBL. I was a former dancer in my past. My name was Digital Goddess. Very fitting, And I have two children. Their names are Talia and Xavier. What is the lie?
You must answer that.
You talking about us? We know you.
Come on, man. Come on.
Okay, who wants to go first? What's the lie?
Let the audience decide on what's the lie. How about
Okay,
that?
audience, what's the
chat.
lie? Hey, Kitty.
Yeah.
Let me repeat that. Okay, found $5,000, used it on my surgery.
There you go. Look, they got one answer right
Look,
there.
Kitty
See the
said
one
you was
answer?
never a
Kitty
dancer.
said I was never a dancer. Girl, you know I can dance. You know I can dance. Okay, any other guesses? I was a dancer, digital goddess to be exact. My children's name are Talia and Xavier, and I found $5,000 to use on my BBL.
You too honest to keep that bread.
You too honest to keep that bread.
Oh, let me stop reading. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So that's your guess? That's the lie, Mark? That's what you guess?
Nah, I'm just looking at the chat. I'm sorry.
Somebody said
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah, somebody said you too honest to keep that bread.
Oh, that's so sweet. But I needed it though. Maybe.
Right.
Okay, so the lie is actually the money. Actually, it was $10,000, and I got a BBL and a tummy tuck. And yes,
you found it?
Huh?
She lying.
I
found 10,000.
Lie.
You found $10,000.
I found $10,000.
I lost it.
Oh wow! Right.
Where I gotta go?
It's big.
Right.
It's big.
Right.
Yeah, that was the lie. And my children's middle names are Xavier and Talia. So those of you that kind of threw you off, that's what that was. All right. But yes, Kitty, I was a digital dancer, and it was just the pole class, basic level 1, but I killed it. Okay. All right. Who wants to go next with their 2 truths and a lie?
Somebody said dancing there. I'll say okay. So I'm a former baseball player, high school. I am currently developing new software, and I guess the second one. The first one also would be I am what. I'm building a dating app. I couldn't think of that. I'm sorry.
Just told us that.
Did you just say that?
Hey, that's right. I threw that in there again. Shameless plug. What are y'all talking about?
Okay, so you were a baseball player.
Yeah.
And what was the second one?
Damn, I forgot. All of them was
same one twice. You say working on new software.
Working on new software.
Okay.
And then the other one is I'm starting a dating app.
Okay. Audience, what do you think? So Mark is not a good liar, guys.
Right.
So Mark is not good.
I'm so honest.
Good job, Mark.
Okay, hey, so you were not.
You should have had me. You should have me have a little time to think about that. It's kind of hard for me to think of a lie.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
But you know what? We can appreciate that about you. And this is the only time you will ever have to lie on this platform. Right. I promise you. All right. Damon.
Yeah.
2 truths and a lie.
You just locked up on me.
What'd you say?
She just froze up on me. Say that again. 2 truths and a lie?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, let's see. 2 truths and a lie. Okay. I have 3 children. I have what else do I have? I have 3 kids. Oh, I got it. I have 3 kids. Okay. I have 3 cars, and I've been married 3 times.
Oh shit.
3 is your number.
Oh wait, I know the line. I'm like still confused.
Oh, wait a minute. You ain't supposed to say. You ain't supposed to say that. This for the audience.
I know, but I'm still confused. I can't answer the shit.
All 3.
Okay, audience. Come on, Kitty.
Nobody gonna guess this, so I ain't worried about it.
Which one is the lie? 3 kids, 3 cars, and 3 wives.
Was that the dog answer?
Married 3 times. That's the lie.
Married 3 times. She said maybe.
Maybe it's okay. Mark, now y'all want to guess? Nobody's getting it. No, I ain't getting it. Oh, Wendy said 3 cars.
3 cars. Okay.
3. I think the lie of 3 kids. I think I'm just gonna say that.
3 cars.
Yeah, I think it's 3 cars for the win. They sure you have 3 wives and 3 kids with 1 kid with each wife. That's not to be the truth.
Oh man. Let me see. 3 cars. Okay.
And the answer is
The answer is they all were lies. All 3 of
oh,
them.
you are not playing.
All 3 of them were lies.
You cannot find.
I thought it was supposed to be.
It's supposed to be 3 truths and a lie.
Hey, that's boring. So all 3 of
Dog
them
is
were lies.
crazy. He said, "I'm changing the rules as I
All 3 of
play."
them were lies. 2 cars, 2 ex-wives, and 1 child.
Thanks a lot, Damon.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
He already bent the rules.
Right. This is gonna be.
I'm gonna tell 4 lies.
I'm coming. Right. Kitty said you got to do it all over.
He said you gotta do it over.
At the end of the show. At
Oh,
the end of the show, he gonna do it all over.
all right, Kitty. Just for you, I got you. I got you. I got
Okay.
you. I got you.
All right, Nye.
Okay, 2 truths and a lie. 2
Yeah,
truths and a lie. Okay.
Hard to lie.
it's harder. It's
No,
hard.
let me think. Let me think. I can do it. I'm good at it. I think. All right. Let me see. I got 5 daughters. I created a herbal formula to naturally grow the woman's butt naturally, and I delivered a baby in the bathtub.
I don't have to guess. I know the answer to that one. He did deliver the baby in the bathtub. He did that for real. He did that.
Well,
Yeah.
what was the other one?
What was the first one? Yeah.
He has 5 daughters. Wow.
Oh, that's a lie.
You might have seen me in the street, nigga. You don't know me. No, I was just saying.
Okay, what y'all think? Kitty, Ski Feet, natural booty growth formula. She think that's a lie. Girl, don't you want it though? Don't you want it to be true?
But see, if it was true, he wouldn't be on this podcast with us right now. He'd be rich somewhere. He'd be overseas somewhere living it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other guesses? What you think, Kitty? The only guess we got is a natural boot. Okay, can I guess or no?
No.
You know some truth though.
Customers can't tell. No, customers can't.
No
tell.
booty. Yeah, they don't believe in the booty growing cream.
Oh, it's not a cream though. It's not a cream.
It's not a cream.
They peel.
Okay.
You
could have saved me $10,000 next time.
It wasn't your 10,000. You found it.
Right.
Bring me those 10,000 back. No booty. Okay. And the answer is
Boom, 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 boom.
boom.
LaDonna, what's the answer?
The answer is you did not deliver a baby in a bathtub.
Yes, he did.
When? I don't. Oh, you don't have 5 daughters. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I don't have 5 daughters. I got 3 daughters. I thought you knew me, LaDonna. That's terrible.
I thought you know what? I thought you were counting like stepdaughters and stuff. You know you love the kids.
I do, but I should have said biological.
The ones he got to legally feed.
The nutsack dog.
All right.
That man is crazy. My nutsack kids.
That was a fun icebreaker game. Thank you guys.
I did in fact deliver a baby, and I do have a natural formula to grow the woman's booty, just in case y'all didn't know. I do.
Yes.
But it's at the ground roots level with the natural formula. I got a couple people assisting me with that. But it is a natural formula that grows the booty.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and shout it out. Miss New Booty, go ahead. Like, come on.
It ain't on the market yet.
Yeah, all right.
It'll be on the market in a month. When I put it on the market, we're going to be shouting it out.
It's coming, ladies. It's coming, ladies. If I have anything to say.
But the formula is set. I got a set formula. It's going to work.
Set formula, yes.
And I did deliver a baby.
You did deliver a
baby. It was a huge, like, jacuzzi type bathtub.
Was it your baby?
No. It was my friend's baby. Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. All right. Okay.
So I know that sounds like a lie, so that's why I was like, but David believed it.
David believed it. I mean, but David told 3 lies, so
hey man,
go figure. Not saying. All right, fellas. So today, we're sticking with our theme on the love on Black War. The war.
That's happening too. The love on Black War.
They love it on the Black War.
Right.
Somebody else
war on Black love. Okay, so I want you to tell us a little bit about the PSYOP, because you mentioned it in one of our sessions, and I have started to do some research. I didn't have enough for us to really dive into it today, but a lot of the questions that I'm going to ask you fellas are based on different myths and half-truths that are out there in the world about Black men, women, love, and all that. So if you could just tell us a little bit about the PSYOP and what that is. And
okay, it's a psychological operation. Basically, they do these all the time. It's like when they see a lot of times, especially I'm gonna go into music, when they say, "Oh, they created this rapper and made him do this." No, they just found somebody who fit what they was looking for, and they pushed him. You get what I'm saying? So the same thing is with this PSYOP. They actually have like people who are coming to the comment section just to ignite or to keep a divide. So what happens is the algorithm for negativity is pushed up to the forefront, and that's just one small piece of it. We play the rest of the we do the rest of the roles. We play the rest of it out, because Black folks, we take stuff to the extreme sometimes. So, it's kind of like them, setting something in there and then hiding the hand and just watching it.
It's like, let me add that. It's like propaganda, right?
Yeah.
Simply put, propaganda. So basically what it is, to give you even a more of an example, is programming so he used music, right? It's a vibration so that they put into the atmosphere where it causes things to happen in society, right? You hear enough for something, you get to like it. It's just like that song where you didn't like it, but then you keep hearing it. Guess what? You start liking it. That's like propaganda. That's something that's pushed on you to make you believe something, basically, in a nutshell.
Yep.
Super facts.
Right, yeah.
Thank you for the assist.
For explaining that, fellas. Right. And so it makes sense, like when we think about like all the stuff that we see on like social media, reality shows, in the music, the movies, like we start to think that this is how, first of all, the outside world thinks this is how Black people really are.
Right.
Oh no.
Then we start to believe it, right? And
we start seeing it in real life.
Right.
Exactly. We start imitating, right?
And remember this. I lived outside the country, right? And when I was outside the country on the local TV stations, all I saw was Training Day, Monsters Ball, Boys in the Hood, the occasional Friday. But it was all the movies that made Black men look super aggressive and Black women look easy. So that's why sometimes these foreigners come over here and they automatically have this preconceived notion about us. They think all our women are easy. I know some of y'all women know when y'all went to the gas station and the air behind the window tried to advance on you with some money. Some of y'all took the bait. No, but that's how they think. That's how they train them to think, because that's all they show to them overseas, like in third world countries. It's all they show is the negative. You will never see hidden colors over there, or something that's gonna wake somebody up. So that's part of it too. Also, if you really pay attention, like we mentioned last week, if you look at Hollywood, it's really hard to see a Black couple anywhere unless it's a Black producer. Otherwise, even the cartoons, it's getting real sickening. But I mean, on those levels, we are able to see it on every level. So we got to know that it's actually happening. It has to be a plan that they're implementing.
Right. It definitely, from the psychological part, it definitely works on the brain, which feeds into the spirit, what allows you to have whatever type of spirit or vibration they're putting out. Right. So one other one, just my last example of that would be something happening always in the black neighborhood on the news, and then they
Mhm.
find the most ghettoest person with the bonnet on their head explaining what
Man,
happened.
Absolutely.
That will
Absolutely.
be one. We know we ain't like that. You know what I mean? So that is a psyop to make
Yeah.
you believe that. Okay.
for
Yeah,
real.
absolutely. And so part of what we would like to do here tonight is to
Get to
break-
know each other.
we would get to know each other. So we're gonna play another game because I'm
Oh,
just
boy.
in the mood for playing games tonight because that's just what I no. But yeah, we're gonna play another game. So this one, we played 2 truths and a lie, even though Damon just lied.
You bent the rules.
Actually, what? Anyway,
But he's gonna come back with some truth later.
I got you. I'm
I
gonna
hope.
have some good truths in the
Some
life.
good
You ain't gonna
truths.
know.
Okay.
You're not gonna know.
Dang.
I
Not
think
gonna
you try to keep it like mysterious. You don't want us to really know about your life. I
It's all
understand.
good. It's all good.
Covert ops. Okay, so we're
Y'all
gonna
do
play
it.
another game. We're gonna call this two truths and a dare. So why Mark looking like
You
that?
just did that, I thought. Go ahead.
No.
There.
2 truths
And
in
a
the game.
dare.
Yeah.
And a dare. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going through my 21 questions, and I want you all to be honest. The lying part is over. Okay, this
Oh,
is
shit.
you got your lies in it.
That was my favorite part.
So now I want you to be truthful. I want you to just be transparent. Now, if it's something that you don't want to share it anyway. Okay, I think it's therapeutic.
Doesn't
And
make no sense at
dare.
all.
You
Okay.
making us vulnerable.
They don't know me like that.
Man, we all vulnerable over here. What's going on?
They
I'm
want
getting
to
hot.
know you like that. They want to know you.
We
like
gotta
that.
break them. We gotta break them in. Go ahead.
Slowly but surely.
Right,
Slowly
go
but
ahead.
surely.
TMI group.
All right.
That's my other company.
Yes.
Too much information.
Too much.
Right.
Hey,
So-
people, that was smart because people familiar with that. So,
Actually, it stands for tastemakers and influencers.
see,
see.
It is.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is so this is how we're gonna get through our 21 questions. Okay,
Let's
so
go.
it's still sticking to that theme, still all about Black love and breaking myths. And we're gonna throw, the dare is like a little fun thing that we can do. It's not gonna hurt anybody, I promise. Just please keep an open mind and just trust me, okay? Okay,
No, we
Douglas?
don't trust you.
I mean, you can butter up all you want. We still gonna make sure that we come on now. Let's go. Let's roll.
Come
We
on,
ready?
even in my feminine voice, you're not gonna do it for me, please.
Go ahead.
Oh, see, that'll get it. See, hey, that's it. That'll get it.
I'm
Look at
just
them
trying-
goddamn eyelashes.
I love y'all. I love my Black men, and I just I
Look at that. Look at that.
greatness in you.
Don't fall for
Okay.
that.
All
bro.
right, go ahead.
All right. So the first myth that we're gonna bust is that men today don't want to be providers.
Okay.
They want to go 50-50. They like, look, you making money, I'm making money. Let's split everything down the middle.
Mhm.
That's the myth. That's what you see it all over the videos. You see it, all the propaganda out there. We're talking about where it's like, what, you raising your hand now? You believe in that?
I can answer that. Is
Okay.
that a
I
myth?
didn't
It's
ask
a
the
myth.
question yet. That was just the myth.
Yeah, that's a damn.
So
go
now
ahead.
you raise your hand. Question. And tell the truth. Shame the devil.
Mhm.
Do you believe
on, devil.
you should be the provider in your relationship?
Did I believe I should be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this: every man wants to be.
Mm.
All right. It's just the ones that's 50-50, they financial situation ain't doing so good. So they try to put it on, like, make it look, I don't know, some people are truthful, but other ones are trying to make it look like, oh, she ain't bringing nothing to the, you know what I'm saying? So I think every man essentially wants to provide for his whole entire family.
Mm.
All right, so I'm gonna leave that.
I love that answer. Okay. And so, like, how do you feel about just how these, how the media is portraying you brothers as, wanting to ride the sisters' coattails? How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
I say
That's the same
judge
question.
things according to your own situation. I'm sorry, go ahead, Damon.
No, I'm saying, is that the same question?
No, I was just asking him how it made him feel. He told me that he believes he should be the provider, and I'm asking how does it make him feel that this is being portrayed that Black men don't want that. So go ahead, answer. No.
I think people should go according to their own situations. Period. If you drawing those type of people, you should reflect on yourself. Raise your vibration. That's a low vibration individual. So, it should be we should all be accountable for what we attract. Either they there to teach you a lesson or be there for a lifetime.
Yep. Okay. All right. Damon, have you ever been in a relationship where your woman was the provider or made more money than you? I won't say the provider, but she made more money.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And what was the dynamic of that relationship? Like how did that make you feel that she was the breadwinner?
I was proud of her that she had grown her career to a certain level, because what she makes doesn't weigh into how I feel about myself as a man. So
Come on.
The fact that she is doing well in her career and she's compensated at a high level, I think that's wonderful, and I'll support that 110%. It doesn't make me feel less of a man because it has nothing to do with my manhood. So for me, it's no big deal. I encourage everybody out here, male or female, go make as much money as you possibly can, but it doesn't make you more or less of a man or a woman. It's two separate things altogether.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Mark,
What's going on?
if you were rich, if you had all the money in the world, would you mind being a sugar daddy? Would that bother you, or would that make you feel good?
I mean, it depends on it depends on the circumstance. I mean,
there's levels to
I
sugar daddy thing.
I don't want to be miserable. I can tell you that. Let me start there. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to just take anything because I feel like I don't have no other choices. So I will have to be a sugar daddy. There may be an option depending upon what's going on at that time. So I am open to it, but because I'm not going to be miserable.
That's right. Get the woman you desire with your money. Okay. All right. So
to me, when you got it, ain't no sugar daddy.
Hey, you know what? Can I say something very quick? I wanted to say something what Nate said. I think it's not said earlier. About the man wants to be a provider, and I wanted to kind of just say one thing because I think that is something big. A lot of women are saying. I just want to say this: yes, men do, but just because you run into men that don't have the discipline and the things it takes to get and to achieve the things that you think they should have, doesn't mean that's the overall basis. Most men want to be providers. It makes it feel good. It builds the ego. Mm-hmm. It makes us feel whole, complete. But again, some men may not have the drive and maybe, it's just what it is, right? So you just have to just continue not to buy into the propaganda of we're like that. That's all I want to say on that.
I love that. All right. I'm ready for the dare. I'm going to give this dare to you, Damon. Damon, I dare you to cash app a woman you like $1 and tell her there's more to come.
Cash app $1?
Yes.
Oh my God.
To a woman I like?
Yes. And tell her there's more to come.
I don't have Rihanna's number. Hold on, let me check this.
It doesn't matter who. Just you don't have to tell us or show us, but just show us that it's been sent and put a little heart.
A heart? No, I ain't putting no heart now. That's a little extra.
Okay, so just put there's more to come in the memo, and you can do hashtag provider or something. I don't know. Anything to let her know that you are. Okay, while Damon is doing that, while he's figuring out which lady he wants to cash app, we're going to move on to the next myth. All right. Okay, listen up. Most men prefer to date without a commitment if they can still get the sex and they will not wait too long. That's just a myth that's out there. That men,
is that a myth? See, sent.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Good job. Thank you for being a great sport. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So
wait,
there's
Wait, what was the myth again?
The myth is that men don't want to. He said that's not a myth. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's the truth. That men, I think what it is that men will commit to get sex. That's one part of it, right? That they don't sometimes they don't really want a commitment, but they will commit to a relationship if that means sex is going to be on the table. Nige, you nod your head. Damon said, I've never heard that before. Mark is like, what are you talking about?
No, that's not for me. You talking to him? You asking?
I didn't even ask the question yet.
Oh, okay. The myth. I'm trying to get to the where we.
Oh, the question.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening though. I'm listening.
And so another part of that myth is that men are not willing to wait a long time for sex.
Okay.
That's a part of it. Okay. So my question is,
what's a long time?
Right. Yeah, not a long time. Long time might be 2 days.
What's a long time?
You're right. Long time is relative.
Right. It's relative to what you put.
We've been kicking it all day. You wait.
Okay, raise your hand if you would be willing to wait till marriage for the right woman.
Yes.
Mark,
what happened? What was that question?
Right.
Raise your hand if you would wait till marriage for the right woman to have sex.
For sex.
Okay.
My hand don't look like it's raised.
No, I don't know why you wait on.
I don't want nobody to get the wrong idea about.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, this is good to know. Damon.
Nobody buys a car before they test drive. I'm just playing. No, let me stop. I ain't comparing women to cars. I don't want that. I want that backlash.
Okay, so Nye, let me ask you this.
Don't keep it a book.
I was just joking.
No, I started with you, Nye, last time. Mark, let me ask you this.
Okay.
What was the longest you've waited for sex?
It's been so long ago. I don't know. You gotta give me some time to think on that one. The longest I've ever waited.
Days, weeks, years.
Nah, maybe 3 months, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 months.
Yeah.
The 90 day
rule.
The 90
I
day
think my
rule.
patience. I think after a while, at some point, ROI, return on my investment, right?
But
I'm just
Mark,
being honest in some cases.
But Mark, tell LaDonna the truth. It don't really be the guy. It's not really the guy that's pushing the sex thing.
Yeah, nigga.
Because a lot of times women feel like if a guy's not trying to sleep with them, they don't like them. Something's wrong. What's the problem? Why you not trying me? So it don't really be the guy pushing it. A lot of times the woman is pushing it.
That's how it's been for you, Damon.
No. I'm taking in what he said. I can't say
not just me.
I mean, I can see what he probably saying that sometimes it can be used as a carrot, a dangling carrot.
Oh yeah,
right. So
to get you to commit, right?
Right. To his point, I could definitely
get
say
you to do
that's
whatever you want.
Yeah, there it is. That too. That
may not be commitment, but to get you to do whatever they want you to do.
Right.
But at the same time, sometimes women want to have sex just like men want to have sex.
Right.
They just don't want it. Some women don't just want to put it out there like that because it's looked at the wrong way. But women want to have sex, and so a lot of women are like, we've been dating for a couple weeks now, a month or whatever. You don't like me? You don't find me attractive? You don't want me? Like, what's the problem?
Okay, so are we saying that this is not a myth? This is actually true that men will commit to get sex and they will not wait a long time.
No, we're not. I'm not saying that.
I'm not. I don't know. That's I'm
not saying that.
I think that's so. I think. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm saying why it may be more complex because I think that's one of those questions for each individual.
It's subjective.
It's subjective, and also we don't ask our partners about that, so we won't know. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, well then, all you gotta do
talk about that with our partners.
So speak for yourself. How long are you willing to wait? Everybody, give a number.
I think it's a matter of if it's the right woman, you'll wait whatever time you need.
Okay,
necessary.
So Damon said he'll wait till marriage. Mark said
it depends on who the person is. It really
depends on the woman. It really depends on the woman.
So you're saying so there is a time limit. It's not going to be all the way till marriage, but you're going to eventually want a return on your investment, as you mentioned.
Yeah. My return on investment is okay. Now, that's let me say this, folks, because I'm not gonna run away with this.
Yeah,
Here's
they're
the
gonna
thing.
grab the ROI thing and
We
run
go
with
ahead
it,
and
bro.
take the wheel back on this
Yeah,
one, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this, meaning that there's a point where if I am actually investing a lot of time and resources, and then there's no like, well, I got you, or let's go out to so and so, right? And you don't return the favor, knows, and then you're not putting out. Then there's a mental clock for me that I don't know when that's going to be, but it's not going to be long. That's what a ROI return on my investment is, right?
Okay.
It's got to
Okay.
be something. It's got to be as equal in some form or fashion. But if
Okay.
it's just one sided, then that's going to be. Well, damn, has to give me some. Oh hell. Okay, now look down.
Okay. Nye. Let me hold on. I lost my question. Hold on.
What's the longest I waited?
No, we didn't beat that with a
Okay,
dead
cool.
horse. Do you have any regrets, or have you ever lost out on a good thing because you weren't willing to wait?
Yeah, but I probably have, but I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That was a good thing.
He didn't wait.
Okay.
He didn't wait, so how would he know?
Right. I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, do you feel like you might
I
have?
don't like after I date somebody, I don't be like following them on Instagram
Nah.
to see their life.
Once it's over, it's over.
How good are they doing without me? I don't do
Yeah.
that. So
Because what that woman does with the next man don't have nothing to do with Nye.
Right.
That he don't. Nye is not that guy, so there's no telling what that guy is doing, putting up with. You don't know what their situation is. And on social media, everything looks good. Everybody looks happy and wonderful, and
everybody on vacation all the time.
yeah, everybody.
Okay, well, so Damon, since you want to answer for Nye, why don't you answer for yourself?
I'm not answering for Nye. I'm not answering for Nye.
Let me just say this.
I feel some heat coming this way. All since the show started. Ever since the show started, you've been coming for me. Okay. All right. Okay.
I swear.
Yes. Let's get these ratings up.
Everybody.
Mark, Nye, y'all been seeing hearing this. So I can answer for myself.
And plus, I ain't get the Cash App, so I really feel some kind of way.
Oh, there it is. ROI. That's when the ROI comes back.
That's his company, TMI.
No.
Hey, she ran into what we just talked about. ROI. Your Cash App. What have you done?
What have you done for me lately?
I apologize.
I'm not coming for you, but I do want you to answer the question.
Nah, you go ahead and finish your answer. Nah, I apologize.
Mine is short. I know my worth. I know my worth. So I don't really have no regrets.
Okay.
Period.
My answer is regret is a useless emotion. It serves nobody. It serves it's for you to look back in your past and wonder what if is a waste of time and energy because
that's true.
Wasn't that a yes or no question?
Well, because people because some women try to control men and the way they talk, I want to make sure that I'm free to say how I want to answer the question. So my answer to the question is,
don't like those type of women.
My answer to the question is regret is a useless emotion. Like if you moved on from somebody else, the last thing you need to be thinking about is what's going on back there. You moved on. That's the whole point.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't mean we're human. We can sometimes feel like that,
Yeah, that's true, but I don't.
It's all in your head, though. It's all in your head, though.
True. Hey, speak your truth, bro.
It's all in your head, though. It's not real.
Well, let me think.
It's all in your head.
Okay. What about you?
If I gotta think, then it ain't.
I mean, that's pretty much the overall consensus from the men here. I don't really feel
no regret. Yeah, no one.
I don't have regrets. I mean, the thing about it is because I own my shit, right?
Right.
I own my shit. So if I own my shit, that means pretty much if she makes a decision, that's on her. If I make a decision and it was a wrong move, then at that point it has to be a lesson, not to try to repeat it.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Okay, I like it. I love it. Okay.
And when I break up, I make a firm decision.
Right.
Okay, then I guess
I need to move
past this dare because I don't think this is gonna work. Okay. Never mind. I'll work in later. Never mind. Okay. All right. Moving on. Let's see. Oh, let's get to the cheating myth. Okay. Is it too soon to cheat? Is it too soon to cheat? I don't know.
Mm.
All right.
I was hoping that wasn't the question.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. Okay, so here's the myth. All men cheat. Because men were not meant to be monogamous by nature.
That's what Shirzad Ali said.
Okay.
That's what science says.
That's what it is. So
That's true.
so first, before I go into the questions, do we feel that is true, not true, could be true? I don't know. Still
Okay,
going
so most
Cheating
okay.
is relative.
Cheating-
Cheating is relative.
It's not your
If you
term.
add in what Mark just said
Nah.
is science, then
Nah.
cheating is it's just a social construct.
He said that is not true. Go ahead, Mark. Mark about to
all
break
people
it down
cheat.
for us in the simplest form it can be broken down to.
What? Hold on, you put me on the spot.
You were
Listen.
talking.
Well, no, I said what I said. I don't think I said it was according to science. I mean, it shows that you could do the research. You don't have to believe anybody. You know, like I always say, it's very Googleable. It's Googleable, right? You can go on your Google and you can do your homework, right? Don't believe me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do the work. Never. I'll say this: never disagree with something that you haven't looked into yourself, because it don't sound right, right?
Okay.
So, science says that. If you don't believe me, Google it. If you want to sit there and shake your head and say that's not true and don't Google it, I can't tell you nothing else.
Right.
Okay. All right. So let me get into these questions then. All right.
Oh, that was it.
That wasn't the question. That was just.
Oh shit! That was a precursor.
A prelude.
You were setting it up.
Okay.
That was the setup.
Okay. We can set up.
That was the setup. Okay.
And cheating is a choice. Cheating is a choice.
Cheating is a choice. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mark, tell me this. What percentage of your past relationships were you monogamous for the entire relationship?
I'm not going to go into my personal.
Damn.
You might as well move on to the next question on that one.
Man.
No, I'm not going to do that.
A percentage?
No, I can't. I don't. I mean, it's a. Nah, okay. Ask the question. Watch this. Ask the question.
What percentage? What percentage of your past relationships were you monogamous for the entire relationship?
I haven't had time to sit down and calculate that. It's not high, but I don't know what the number is.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Okay, half, fourth, quarter. You can't do that. Okay.
I don't know. I want to be accurate. Here's what I want to do. I want to be able to give the people the information, the truth, right? So something like that, I would literally have to do a calculation of that to give everybody the truth. You do it to me on real time. I don't know. So maybe we can revisit this maybe 6 or 7 months later, right? And then I can give you a calculation of what that may be.
How about by the end of the show? We'll come back to that one. All right, moving on.
That's gonna be the same thing.
Oh, good one. 9.
Oh shit.
Can I use the restroom right quick, teacher? Can I go back to the bathroom right quick?
Yes, you can.
Man,
because you're out the hot seat. Go ahead. 9.
Yeah.
9. Have you ever been falsely accused and convicted of cheating and you were not guilty?
Hell the fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All men.
Hell yeah. Super hell yeah.
All men.
Tell us about it. How, where did she get her evidence from? Or it was just a feeling?
Herself.
She made it up in her head.
A lot of them do that. I'm gonna tell you something. When you when you looking for a certain car, right? You looking for a certain car, you go to the dealership, you test drive this car. Man, you start to see that motherfucker on the road
Everywhere.
all the time. You see all you see is that car. It's like, man, I must be meant to buy it, right? Because your frontal lobe is filled with that idea.
Yep.
It's the same thing when you're trying to gather evidence for something that you already created in your head. You gathered evidence, everything they do and say is gonna look like it's supporting what the hell you thinking. So you can, and then when they bring it to you, you was like, yeah, because you did this certain thing over there when she was next to you, and you was over here, and I saw how you looked at me. I'll be like, man, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but we need to get to the source of why you originally thinking this.
Mm.
I think 9 times out of 10, I think a lot of them don't trust me. I trust me.
Nah, I
So
don't
let me
think.
ask you, Nye,
I
like,
don't think
have
that it
you
did trust
been?
you.
Have you?
Well, that's what I
It's not your
don't
turn,
know.
baby. It's not your turn. Have you been? Have you been committed, not cheated in a relationship? Like, have
Mhm.
you? Okay,
Yes.
so you
Mhm.
don't cheat.
The longest I've been committed, no cheating, is 8 years.
8 years,
Yes.
and now
Yeah.
y'all weren't married.
You almost common law.
Okay.
2 more years we've been common law. No, I ain't never been.
Hey, Kitty said, "Stop talking about cars, bro."
Wait, what'd she say? Not
Oh.
in his cars. You just can't help yourself.
Oh my
Okay, hold on. What is the ghost saying? Thinking back, I may have only been in one monogamous relationship. The first one didn't deserve my loyalty, and the rest paid the price.
God. Ooh, that's heavy.
That happens. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry she hurt you.
Keisha said something good too. Nye, that's so true. If you get something in your head, you start to convince yourself there is cheating when it's not. And sometimes it's projected from a previous cheating situation. Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
You're
yes.
paying for other people, just like what he just said, paying for
Yep.
somebody else paying the price.
So
Yep, that's
basically,
right.
so basically, we can't respond to what our brothers are saying. We gotta just be quiet. Are you telling me, Miss LaDonna?
What you saying?
We can't respond to what our so if not answers a question, I can't.
Bro, you good. You
I'm just
good.
trying to. I'm
No,
trying to understand.
sometimes I
No,
need this. Sis. Go ahead, bro. I ain't tripping.
you have the floor. I just like not in the middle of him responding. You have a tendency to do that. That's all. Go ahead. What you got
Ooh.
to say?
Well, I
She
want to
said
give. I
yes.
want to tell it since you want us to share a true story. I'm gonna share a true story with y'all.
Okay.
So I used to work at a college. A lot of people know that I used to work at a college, and
Yeah.
so I used to have a lot of students in my office, and they would leave stuff on my desk, right? And
Uh-huh.
so at the end of the day, I'd grab all my stuff from my desk, and I would go home. So at the time, married, come home, take everything out of my pockets and put it on my nightstand. So I go to the bathroom. I come back, and my wife is holding a receipt in her hand, and she's saying, "I can't believe you would be cheating on me." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I got proof right here." And I said, "Well, what is that?" "It's a receipt." I said, "A receipt for what?" "It's a receipt. You was in the club at 2:44 a.m. and you bought chicken wings and Cristal." I said, "What day was that?" She said, "Thursday." I said, "Fool, I was in the bed with you at 2:44 on Thursday. What are you talking about?"
Mm.
It's an example of when you get something in your head, when you want to be right about something, you'll make it right. She had a receipt in her hand from a date that I was literally laying next to her in the bed at the date and time of the receipt, but she still thought I was out cheating.
Okay, let me ask you this, Damon. Was there ever a point in that relationship that you cheated that made her on hyper alert?
So think about the question you just asked me. The question you just asked me was, did you cheat on her? And then you said, was there ever a time you cheated that would have made her hyper, would have made her on alarm? No, I didn't cheat on her. But it doesn't matter when someone makes up their mind that you're a cheater.
But why would she just out of the blue make up her mind that you're a cheater? I guess
Keisha just told
Because
you
of the
why.
last dude.
Keisha just told you why.
Got you. Okay.
That typically we all have preferences, right? So if you prefer a certain type of person, right, that person may have certain personality traits, right? So for example, Nye is a funny guy, right? And let's say the girl who's dating Nye now, the guy before Nye was a funny guy too, right? And so maybe he got attention because he was funny. So now that Nye is cracking a joke and getting attention, she thinks, "Oh, see, look, you getting jokes now. People laughing at you now. You must be like him."
Yeah.
So a lot of times
that's a trigger.
Yeah, it's a trigger for her because she hasn't worked through it, and then we're being punished for a crime somebody else committed.
Right.
There's a lot of real G's doing crime, doing time.
Okay, so I understand that, and it happens often, and I can relate. I can relate. Okay, but I don't want to move on from this one yet because I got another question.
Wow. So everybody's talking about it. Kitty just said someone else past pain can cause damage in your new relationship. The war on love. That's great. And then my brother the ghost said relationship PTSD. Amen, brother.
Okay, so listen up. We got some people on Instagram. We just can't see their comments over here. So I'm trying to tell them to come to Facebook. Okay. So question for you, Damon.
Yes.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Absolutely.
Were you able to forgive?
Forgive. I think I forgave what they did. Like I forgave what they did, but I didn't put myself in a situation to be harmed again. So just because I forgive you for what you did, that doesn't mean we're gonna be cool, or you can get an opportunity to be in my life anymore, or you're gonna get a chance to, like, I forgive you for what you did. You made a mistake or whatever. Even if you didn't make a mistake, if you did it on purpose, whatever it is, I forgive you for what you did, but I'm not gonna put you in a position to be close to me again.
Yeah.
So I forgive you, but maybe I don't trust you no more.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. I forgive and forget. I forgive you, but then I forget you too.
Then I forget you. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you, brother.
Okay.
No, we could be cool. It's just we didn't work. You know,
yeah, like our relationship would be very different. Like we could be cool and all that, but I'm never gonna put you in a place around my life where you can get close to me again. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Okay, so then I'm gonna just flip that on you just so I can understand how men think. Because I know for sure that, you know, for some reason, like men, well, it's not for some reason, it's by nature, like it's harder for you all to forgive your wife cheating than it would be for her to forgive you, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So because, I mean, we know that's that's just.
But it's because a woman, when she sleeps with a man, she likes something about the dude. She likes him. So something about him she likes. A man can sleep with a woman he hates.
Well, also from the sexual aspect,
yeah,
you know, we know how we can some of us dominates the situation when it comes to sex. So the idea that guy has dominated you, right? Don't nobody want to put their thoughts into a man on top of their woman.
Dominating their woman.
We don't want to think about that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so that is definitely another layer to it as well to add. It's the physical part.
Right. But
some men, Keisha, some men.
Yeah,
so let me ask you this, Mark. Let me ask you this, Mark. What if your significant other cheated with a woman and not a man?
That's Mark's question.
Well, I'll say this: if a woman cheats with a woman, I mean, we supposed to hope. Well, it's not even about the woman. It's the simple fact that you didn't tell me before you got there. It's not about who is with. It's what you've done, and not something. You know, you're right. You got me in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about the woman. It's about this fact that you did something I didn't know, which is cheating.
Okay. So
and for the record, withholding information. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. So you took the dominant part out of it, right? Because that was the first thing. That was what you just said, that you can't imagine like another man, you know, dominating your woman. But then if it was another woman, it was just the fact that there wasn't no communication, that you stepped out.
I mean, both is true, but I guess I'm pulling the woman part out and just saying overall cheating is doing something I don't know. So none of it is acceptable. But that was another layer I add to what Damon has said. That was just another layer.
Yep, it is.
About you liking him and all those things, right?
Like you have to. Right. It's very rare. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's very rare that a woman sleeps with a guy that she doesn't like at all. She doesn't have any kind of. I mean, she likes his ears, his car, his something. She likes something about him.
Ears.
Right. She likes something about him.
She telling the family secret. She said stuff like,
like
he ain't doing this. And he ain't doing that.
It's something that she likes about the guy for her to sleep with him. Whereas a guy, you just got Nye. You just kicked Nye out. I don't know where Nye went.
Nye left. I didn't. Damon, I did not touch the screen.
Oh, it looked like you switched.
My
There you
fault,
go.
bro. My fault.
Oh. But for a guy doesn't necessarily have to like a woman for him to be with her.
Right.
So that's why when you talk about cheating, it's not necessarily equal. Now the act is equal, but it doesn't. Literally, when some guys say it didn't mean nothing to me, it doesn't. It was like him going to the gym and working out. It was not a emotional connection. It was not none of that. It was not. It was just a physical act, and that was it.
Yeah, you done put yourself in his house and everything in your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't put yourself in the space of, well, I might be able to get in his house. And well, he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that. I guess for us, you exposing the family secrets. You exposing the family. Even if men doing this wrong too, but that's really nothing. That's another stage. If we do it,
another show we'll go.
Right,
we'll go
show.
that.
Right, but as far as it's the family secrets. You're telling the other dude the family secrets, so we feel more of a betrayal on that end. So
okay, so I have a dare for those of you that have been cheated on. Raise your hand if you have in the past.
Oh shit! I mean,
I think everybody's been cheated.
Okay, so here's the dare. Now raise your hand.
What? You don't know me. What's the dare?
Okay, this is the dare. I want you to text one of your exes that cheated on you.
Oh yeah,
no.
Just listen.
Oh, that's passing there.
The next question.
And all you gotta say in the text is "I forgive you."
No.
I'm not.
This not say I did.
I'm not digging up dead bones. Hell no.
Okay.
Why would I go in the back of the cemetery and dig up a dead body?
Texting her period is letting her know I'm thinking about it.
Part of the process of forgiving them is moving on. And if we text them tonight, you have now opened the door back open again for even having conversations.
Right.
I don't even want to talk to you. I don't have nothing to say to you.
Okay. All right. I have
Live
a compromise.
your life.
I have a compromise. Okay. Put a post on Facebook with their initials and just say I forgive you.
I'm not doing that.
No,
man, come on.
Y'all are no fun.
No,
this person has unique initials.
She said y'all ain't fun. That's not fun.
Right, that's not. If this person has unique initials, I'm good.
Right.
Okay, well, can you text the ex and apologize for cheating on them?
Look at Kitty.
I ain't cheating on nobody. Not nobody with number I got right now.
Hey, thank you, Kitty. We appreciate you.
Hell no, I ain't.
Don't do it.
It's some dares I won't do.
Okay, y'all right. We're not gonna open no doors. Okay.
Man.
All right. I'm just being messy. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, we don't got to clean the mess up though.
Hey, that'd have been a good soundbite though.
Right.
It would have.
Everybody.
Guy text ex who cheated on. Dude, you gonna get them rant. Dude, oh, never mind. I'm really not doing that.
We ain't doing that. Okay. All right. We're moving on. Okay. All right. Here's another myth. This has to do with interracial dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
There's a myth out there floating around, or it might be a truth for some men, most men, a few men, I don't know. But that Black men have a fetish for others. Like, I'm not even going to put a specific race.
Non-Black.
Other. Non-Black.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Non-Black or other? Because there's a difference.
I'm putting them all in the category of other, but you can break it down however you want.
Other than sisters. She said other than sisters, basically what she said.
Yeah, non-Blacks.
No, because there's other Black women that aren't sisters. So let's be clear.
Okay, well let's be clear about that.
Well, we just saying non-Blacks.
Yeah. So you're talking about the non-Blacks.
What is your fetish?
That's interracial. That's what interracial is.
First of all, that's two different questions. That's first. Second of all, I don't think that Black men have a fetish about other races. I think they have a curiosity like everybody else.
Okay.
Curiosity. I think that's a big part of it. And then
I wouldn't call it a fetish.
I wouldn't call it a fetish. A fetish is like, because if it's a fetish, it'd be in secret. See, fetishes you keep that in private. You don't want to know you know, like the fetish is the people in Germany who order underwear and they order online and they like that's a fetish, or the foot fetish, or they go online and pay to see your feet or whatever. Like they don't go to work and tell everybody, hey, last night I paid $200 to look at somebody's toes.
Some people do.
Well, So I don't think we necessarily have a fetish. I think that that black men are curious about women of other races, and then unfortunately, there's a narrative out
Let's
there
promote it. Come on.
that other races treat black men differently than black women do.
Okay, go ahead. Speak on that narrative.
So there's a narrative. I've got some friends of mine, some people I know who say that is true, that they've been treated better by non-black women than they have by black women. Now that could be for a ton of reasons, but that's their preference. They're like, no, I've dated black women and I've been treated better by non-black women than I have black women. I mean, I can't.
Okay, so I'm about to piggyback off that question, and since you volunteered, you
asked me, I volunteer. I told y'all she's coming for me tonight. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened. She's coming for me tonight.
Since you got this curiosity for the others, can you?
No, did I say I had curiosity? Did y'all hear me say that?
I was messing with you. Okay, no. So listen to me. No, listen. This is what I want to say. No questions. Want to ask.
Okay.
Do you think that they are? I think the word, like, did you use submissive? Which word did you use?
I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you repeat the last thing?
That's an example of how women make up stuff in their heads that they didn't hear, and then they repeat it out in the real world.
You said they treat them. You said there was a narrative that other races treat men better.
Treat black men better than black women do. Yes, there's a narrative out there. Yes, ma'am.
Do you think that is just a follow-up question? Do you think they are like that with their men as well, or is it that they like to treat black men better? Because like some of these races, I see them like the way they be running they men, but then they get with a black man and they like, yes, whatever you like.
So I like the fact that you,
Mark, if you were talking, but go ahead.
I like the fact that you introduced the word fetish, because black men are actually a fetish around the globe. So a lot of times when black men go to other countries, women treat them differently because they're fetishizing about what they've heard, the narratives they've heard about black men. So I can't speak to how people in another country treat their own people. I can't speak to that. I know brothers that travel out of the country all the time, and they say they're treated much better in other countries than they're treated at home. And so,
I mean, this is America.
That's survival. If they do good, they go get a green card out of the deal.
I mean, whatever.
Get to live in what's promoted as America.
My cousin. I'm glad we said that because my cousin lives in Honduras, and he says that we spoke about this earlier today, and one of the things that he told me is that even in a third world country like that, one of the things we have to realize that they may be subservient to the fact that may be their meal ticket.
Yep.
Every American is rich.
So realize
their culture too, though.
So realize this. Yeah, they may be a little bit subservient because they think they're going to do it. So we don't know what's going to happen when they get on the other side of the borders either. Right. So we don't. That's another side of it too that is not really talked about.
We don't talk about the narrative of you married a girl, she comes over here and then she disappears.
Right.
Yeah.
So
all it Americanized.
So some fellas, if you choose your woman in a third world country, just realize, just peep game. That's all I say.
Yeah.
See what's real.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got a text. I need to check. Dang, OJ Simpson passed away today?
Yeah, OJ Simpson died from cancer today. Yeah.
You late, bro. Juice gone, man.
The juice.
Dang. OJ.
Okay, so
what we ride it for?
OJ, we just talked about
we just talked about OJ.
Women. No.
It was gonna be. I would say this: when that verdict came, it was gonna be a riot, whether it was guilty or not guilty. We was just ready. We rioted anyway.
It was gonna be
the whole world stood that day.
Depending on where.
The whole world stood that day.
Oh, I didn't know he had cancer.
Okay, so moving on from the interracial.
Wait, no, listen. Kitty just said Black men are at the top of the chain around the world, period. As a world traveler, that's what I've seen.
Women are too. Look, check it out. If you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
believe
Black women.
watch this. So
For
watch
sure.
this. If you don't believe me, go on shameless plug. Go on date night. You'll see a video I did, a reaction video. It talks about how when a lot of the women go over to Rio or wherever else they may go, guess what? There's a group called the Hanky Panky. You know why they call it Hanky Panky? Because they prey on women. They prey on women as well to try to get over here too. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know, you know, Black women are traveling and they're also getting their their benefits out of that too. So
They think every American is rich. They
Call it
think
what it is,
everybody come
brother.
from America is rich.
It's sex tourism, brother. Just call it what it is.
right, it's right.
Just call it what it is.
Ah, yes, it is. Just by a show of hands,
No.
how many of you have participated in sex?
None of us are gonna raise our hands. Oh,
But and what now? And what?
Nah, it's not raise his hand.
I can't hear you.
How many of you have participated in sex tourism?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, sex tourism.
Okay, what's the definition of sex tourism? Let's
Oh,
do
no.
that
What
first.
y'all
part.
See,
just-
LaDonna raise her hand. You see LaDonna raise her hand.
No.
You
hold on,
go
now.
over to another country and you
You smash a local.
Okay,
Yeah.
but do you pay for it or is it free?
Yeah, sometimes you pay for it. Most
No,
of the
I'm
time.
asking her that. I'm asking
Oh,
her
for the
that.
women.
Oh,
The women.
I
Oh,
mean-
the women
I'm
are
asking
free.
your question. I'm asking you your question. What's the caveat to I can agree or disagree? But are you talking about,
sex tourism. I
are you
would
talking with the
say
money or just to
I
have
would
sex?
say paid. I would say sometimes there's cash exchange. Sometimes
Whatever equals intercourse.
right. Sometimes it could be
Oh.
a girlfriend for the weekend. Sometimes it could be a meal or two.
Well, what if I lived out the country? It's different then, right?
You're a local.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, okay. Well,
Not
it's different.
tourism.
No, I ain't
Like
never
what?
did that. But I'm gonna put y'all, fellas. I'm gonna put y'all up on game. I know y'all know, but I'm talking about other fellas watching. When these ladies go on these girl trips,
Oh man.
know that they going to fuck a local, man. They going to hop on a local's pole. That's what they
Mark
doing.
did a whole show on that.
That's all right.
They going to They going to smash a local.
Shut up,
Yeah.
Ghost. Shut
The
up.
girls trip.
See what had happened. Can I explain myself?
Nah. Mm-mm.
So you paid for it on the trip?
Did you pay for it?
We just
I'm
gonna
gonna
judge
save
you.
that for another show.
We gonna make it up in our
Did you
mind
pay
what
for it
happened.
up front or you paid for it later?
Right.
I'm gonna take
Hey.
that to another.
Nah, we gonna make up in our mind what happened, and then we gonna say it
She
out
paid
loud.
for it mentally later. What happened?
No, I didn't know what was happening until I thought I was going on a date.
Where was you at? Carnival?
Wait, what?
The
I
fuck?
thought
You
I
was
was
in Brazil?
going on a date.
This sounds like sex trafficking. Say that again.
No, it was.
She said I had a drink and I don't remember nothing after
No,
that.
I'm gonna tell a story really quick and then we can move on. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was in Jamaica. When you go to Jamaica, like the resorts, they put the finest, youngest men in the resorts. They at the bar, they cleaning your room, like they are there to service the women, right? And so this
Go ahead, set it up.
So this particular guy, he had taken a liking to me, and like the whole weekend, he was giving me my extra free drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody drinks was free, but mine was like extra free. You know what I'm saying? And
There's no such thing as extra free, but okay.
So anyway, he just kept asking me, "Can I take you out? Please, can I take you out? Please, can I take you out?" And he was like, I have this tourist company, like I have a van, I could take you out, take you on a tour. Please let me take you on a date. Please let me take you on a date. I was like, okay, sure.
Bang bus.
So I leave the resort, which you should never do.
Nope.
I leave the resort. I go meet him at the gas station.
What
And
the?
he's like,
It's already wrong. It's already wrong.
What the fuck?
he's like, we're gonna have to take a taxi because my car is in a shop. I should have took my ass
You
back.
getting set up.
I was being set up.
You was about to get sold to some
So
Russians.
you had to give them some just to get free?
No,
That's what you was thinking.
I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it long. I promise. So anyway,
You just
take the
did.
Jamaican taxi. The Jamaican taxi consists of a station wagon where they just stop on the side of the road and pick up as many people that will fit. They get in the trunk. They get in the front. It's about 20 people in one car. That's the
Oh,
Jamaican.
man.
Third world
We
country.
ain't gonna like how this ends.
So anyway, so he takes me to the local village. We get something to eat. Mind you, I had to pay for the taxi.
Of course.
We get to the place to eat. I had to buy my own food.
She paid for the sex, y'all. She paid for the dick. She paid for the dingaling.
He took me to like some resort that his family owned, where we could like change and go walk to the beach, right? Go to the beach, have a good time, come back. So anyway, so I come back, I get out the shower, he's like butt naked, and I'm like, what?
How Stella got a groove back, part 2.
And I mean, he fine as hell. That body was banging, and you know them Jamaicans be like, but he didn't have no condoms.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do anything for you, sir. Oh, it's okay. I'm clean. I don't give a. So anyway, fast forward, nothing happens. He does, pleasure me in other ways with his tongue, but that's neither here nor there.
She paid for it.
We get ready to leave. We went back to the resort. He said, "Cost me a 20." Like, for what? For the taxi? And he was like, "Nah, for me personal." I was like, "Oh hell no!" I was like, "No, I don't pay for it."
Wait, you hired a male prostitute?
That's what it is.
It was $20. Damn.
I ain't get no dick. I ain't paying shit. The fuck? I already paid for my food. I already paid for the taxi. And
the wheels are falling off
Kitty,
right now.
Kitty, I don't know. Kitty,
right, you see that too, right?
Yeah,
Kitty said, "Why are we in the shower around the help?"
Let's put you back on the road. Let's put you back on the road, okay?
I was fucking.
Get back to the question.
Can we
literally fucking up?
I don't know.
And another problem was my friend. She went on a Jamaican date too that same night.
No, D, it's not. She's just telling us a story, brother. Just keep going.
So my friend, she went on a Jamaican date, and her Jamaican took her to a hostel, which is like one of the broke down. At least mine took me to a resort. Okay.
No, he took you to a village. He didn't take to the resort.
You just said local village.
You said
that's
local
not a resort.
Yeah.
But no, his family owned like an Airbnb, a house. It was like a house. It was a really nice house, like near the beach.
So his family was in on the whole $20 for some dingaling. I got it. I love it. I love this story. It's great.
So anyway, that's
and two things. He said she barely escaped trafficking. We are lucky to have her.
I'm seeing myself in your eyes.
Wait, her mama talking about her mama like that's why I pray every time you go out of town.
Every time you leave.
Every time you leave.
I forgot my mama was
yes. Come on, Miss Priscilla. Yep. At least
Priscilla, that's what your daughter doing when she go out the country.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. I'm telling you.
No, that just happened to happen at one time, right?
Get back to our 21 questions, please.
Okay,
man.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right, back to the 21. Okay.
Get on the road.
Physical attributes.
Y'all know she paying for it, y'all. So 21 questions.
Okay, physical attributes. Okay, here's a myth. All black men like thick women with big butts.
That's not a myth.
That's a myth.
Okay. So I'll start with you, Nye.
That's a myth.
Do you like big butts? And you cannot lie.
Yeah.
You said it, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I do. Like what Dick Gregory said. He said that's where she shit from. It still look good when she ain't shit, So but
big butt. Okay.
Big butts. No, not just that. Like
that's why you growing the booties, right?
That's one of the reasons I want to help so they don't get their legs amputated from getting these crazy surgeries and stuff. So
okay. So
my main thing was to be a solutionist, with that. But I do like thick women. But check this out. This is the thing. Even if you look at nature, they choose the thickest. Animals choose the thickest out of the female because they see them as being able to bear their children over and over again. So
the most healthiest. Yeah.
We going along with nature. You understand me? It's all about survival.
Okay, so do any of you prefer petite women, or that's just like a black man thing? Like y'all all like them thick?
No. You could be cute. I'd have had all types. Just I like thick. I date a petite woman. I don't know. Shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I date a petite woman.
We like who we like.
Woman. I mean, but if you was to say do a consensus,
Yeah.
most of the women I've dated had asses. Okay. So
She
take
had that junk in the
information
trunk.
and put it in your cycle. Let's just say for the most part. But would I date a petite, nice, slender, shape, hourglass?
Yeah. It's
Yes.
so it's about balance for us. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's what it is.
The thing a lot that we don't a lot of times don't say is that it's about balance, right? So you want someone who's balanced out, right? If she has a big butt, you want her body to be proportioned. You don't want her to look like ants from the cartoon.
The ant colony.
Yeah, you want balance. So whether she's thicker or skinnier or whatever, you still want balance. Whatever she's got, you want balance. You kind of want it to balance out. Think of it as the letter S. The letter S. Just take the letter S.
Man.
You want balance.
Okay,
So I like Rihanna's. I like the Rihanna's too. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I like the Mayas.
You're okay if she doesn't have a butt as long as she's.
Now you
What?
gotta have.
I don't know what you mean.
No.
I don't know what you mean when you say that.
Let's be clear.
Right.
We want a butt on her. Now we're not talking about flatness. We're not talking about
No, if you got a snagging thong.
her back keeps going and then there's a crack at the bottom. We're not talking about that.
Nah, we're not talking about
We still want something to poke out. It don't have to be big
Right.
though.
Right.
As long as
Okay.
it's proportional.
Right, because too big. Hey, real
Too
quick.
big is
Let me tell you something. There was a young lady. I don't know if I can call it dating or not, but I'll say this. I only went to her house and I was ashamed to take her out of the house because her butt was too big.
Damn.
yeah,
That's a big ass. Y'all wouldn't be able to do
Jessica
nothing.
Rabbit. Yes, Kitty,
So
Jessica
what?
Rabbit.
So
Yeah.
hold on, Mark. You can't just drop that bomb and wait a
I
minute.
just dropped the bomb.
Look,
So
Ghost said the same thing. Not too big.
Right.
What made you ashamed to take her out? You thought people would.
It was in
judge
too
her?
much, but I don't know.
She was walking
First
past.
of all, here's my disclaimer.
In a
Here's my
restaurant.
disclaimer. My disclaimer is this. My disclaimer is that happened so many years ago. First of all, let's start there. That happened over 20 years ago, so we're not talking about then. But I will say, I just felt that her butt was just too big to be out in public. I'm just being honest.
But too big to be in public.
She walked
Damn.
down. She walked in the
That's a huge-
restaurant. She was knocking people's plates over. She was knocking drinks off the table. She turned around. I mean,
And
I
holding drinks, apparently.
get it.
That's big.
I get it.
I thought about myself.
Oh
I thought about myself because if she bend over and right, and like I have a goddamn what you call them tubes.
You gonna be the pole.
Oh, you know those tubes you go tubing.
Do you stupid? He said she had a floaty booty head.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
That
sorry,
is
that's out of way.
wild.
Go ahead, you ask.
So
goddamn.
do you think that was natural or she made it that way? Did you ask?
No, that was real. That's
Oh no, yeah, it's been some real ones in
Rich
history.
beans and rice. Yeah, some real.
That's where they get it from.
right.
Wow.
You ever heard of Hottentot?
Right. Yeah.
Sarah Bartman?
Yeah.
Sarah Bartman.
Sarah Bartman. Right. Look at
He was
her.
naturally like that. Let me just hear a side note. You remember them dresses that the white Europeans used to wear, where it make it look like they had a big butt, the big old dress? That's who they modeled it after.
At the Sarah
They
Bartman.
modeled it after black women. Yes, they know that the thickest is who we attracted to.
Talking about back in the day when they used to have the umbrellas with the little, that was
Yep. That was modeled after the black woman. Yep. Because they have some that's flat in the front, but then it stick out real far in the back.
the
Like,
dresses.
that's what they model. Look, we follow them while they follow us. Y'all better recognize.
Right. Absolutely.
That's crazy. Okay, back to we're done with the physical attributes. We like big butts and we cannot lie.
Can't lie about it.
We like balance.
Ain't no point.
Okay, so here's a myth that maybe it's a fact. Men get more sex than women.
Why me?
Who they having sex with there? I'm confused. Let me take a drink.
Right.
That doesn't even make sense to me right now.
That's the myth.
Because if a man is having sex, he having sex with women, I hope.
That's the myth.
I ain't did this in a long time, but this is what she gonna make me do. Hold on, y'all. I gotta.
What?
Hello.
Hee-haw. No,
What?
Go ahead and ask your question.
I'm not making this stuff. This is
he
not,
had to go to an alter ego right real quick.
Right. And
Come
now
on,
I'm just trying to,
Smith
my eyes gonna tell it all these questions.
It's a
Okay.
myth. It's a myth.
Here are the truths, brothers.
It's a myth.
Hold on.
Y'all wild.
I ain't gonna ask you, Mark, because I don't. You don't want
No.
to tell. You don't want to tell.
You don't know. You don't.
Okay.
I can always.
What's
either
your body
deny-
count?
What?
Next question.
I told you ain't gonna want to answer.
Do you want me to lie or be accurate?
There's no more lies.
But do you want to be accurate?
I want you to be as accurate as you could be with the percentage of the circumference of the X to the Y to the Z.
The body count is the
Divided by
body count.
3.
Is my answer.
What'd you say?
The body count is the body count. That's my answer.
Okay. Anyone else want to answer? Okay.
Okay, I got something to say.
Hold on.
No, I got something to say.
Go ahead, Mark. Then I got
Okay, I'm
something.
gonna say this. Okay, so let's take the gender part out, right? Let's take the gender part out. If most people starts having sex from 20 to 50, right?
Yep,
That's
30
30.
years.
Right. That's 30 years. So even if a woman had sex once a year that's 30 for a woman. Okay, so let's just use that. Okay, let's just use that for everybody. I ain't saying that's my body count. I'm just saying I'm sure that a lot of women probably from the age of earlier may have had possibly either one, even if it's one every other year for 30 years, it's still 15. Right.
But
So,
let's be realistic. Let's be realistic.
Said it's true.
Let's be realistic. Let's say she started having sex in high school. Like a lot of people started having sex early in high school. So let's say she had one boyfriend every year from the time she was 16 to the time she's 40. Like that's not counting the girls' trips, the times you was out of town.
We don't really be doing that on girls' trips. I was just talking.
You can't hold a straight face.
It's just me.
Listen. We have Mark, and I have been in those cities when girls are on a girls' trip, so we know y'all lying. So just stop. Just stop that. But I'm just saying, if a girl started let's just go from 16 to 46, like he said, that's 30 years, and she had a boyfriend every year, that's 30. We all know that in that time she was going through a phase, and then she had just broke up with somebody, and then she was like, F these Negroes.
That one time Bobby Brown came to town. You got to count all them.
It was the rapper.
What if she was married in between that time? Wait, she could have been single.
She could have been married.
Is she go on any girls' trips?
Still collecting bodies every year.
She could be married. Okay, we'll take that. Let's take 5 years out of that. Take 5 years out, and then she got divorced. I promise you, she made it for the 5 years after she got divorced. I promise you, she right. She was like, I missed out on 5 years of fun. I'm gonna make it all up. I'm going to Jamaica, and I'm gonna go get the little raft and have them rub the clay on me. And you seen the video where they rub the dead skin off of you, and she told him, you need to put something on that. Put a plastic bag on your hand. I was like, whoa, hey.
So, okay, but Tony said it's true.
Troy, his name's Troy. That's my brother.
Hey, Troy. So Troy is saying that women have to have time to recover when we have sex. So we can't just, move to the next body.
Well,
that's that Troy. I was like,
that's a big ass myth.
It depends.
Kitty telling herself, look at Kitty. I did enjoy that clay in Jamaica, though. See,
there go one right there.
There go one right there. I told you.
One of them ones.
They rub that clay on you, and they get it good, and their hand get to slipping in places it shouldn't be going. I know.
Yeah.
For women can recover in a day though. Shit, a couple hours if they used to doing marathons.
Epsom salt bath and
vinegar.
Vinegar and water.
Vinegar and water.
Spray bottle.
Okay, let me ask.
That's a myth too.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
How much is too many for you personally that would turn you off from a woman?
Say that one more time.
How many bodies
Who gonna be truthful enough to say that shit?
Two
But like,
bodies.
what is the number that would turn you off? So we know
So
what
He ain't getting nobody.
So I saw this movie one time, and they said whenever a woman tells you how many people she slept with, multiply by 3
Mm-hmm.
and add 5.
And carry the one.
He said that's closer to the actual number than what they're telling you. So the truth is, there's no way to know that. There's no way to know that, and it's just a matter of how much you like the person. You know, body count is now. I think the only time body count is gonna bother you is when you're out with this person and every other man that you run into knows her and is speaking to her and talking to her and engaging with her. I think that might bother you more than the actual body count.
But the ghost is funny.
Yeah, I love ghosts.
This dude got me rolling over.
They locked in.
I love ghosts.
We're gonna rotate this thing.
I love ghosts.
That man got a basketball team.
The ghost is sustainable. He keeps the environment. He recycles.
Man,
Wow.
he being fruitful and multiplying.
But the truth is, like you, there's no way to know. No one's gonna be completely honest about it because, I mean, what number? Okay, for women, what number is okay for you? If a dude says 5, is that too little? Because I've heard women complain that they don't want a man that doesn't have any experience either. They don't want a man that doesn't know what he's doing, so he's got to have some bodies under his belt. So is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 30? You know, is it?
I would say for me, it's less about the number and more about you being safe.
Right. How responsible?
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's count how many times you've had unprotected. That's the number I'm scared of. Like, shit.
3.
Yeah, we're starting to get into HIPAA laws right now, y'all. We're gonna need to move on.
He said you can
about to break some HIPAA
square
law.
the body.
He said you got to square the body count. Damn. Yeah, if she tell me 5, she around my age and tell me 5, I demand a recount. Don't worry.
Nah, come on.
Not demand a recount. Okay, we're actually getting to the end of my questions. This was good. Like, y'all handled it very well. You know, you shied away from a dare, but that's all right.
Ain't no shy away. That was a whole denial.
That wasn't a dare. That was a war. That was a war.
Man, you asking us to do something that's gonna affect us after this show.
That's a whole nother.
That don't count as a dare.
Hell no.
You gotta learn how to navigate them questions.
Yeah, no, ma'am.
You know what? We're done.
Oh no, it's time for us to ask questions.
Okay.
It's time for us to ask questions.
Chat, people in the chat. Any questions for the fellas?
Come on, chat. What y'all got?
Come on, Kitty. I know you got something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had a good one that I gotta find this. This is about like polyamory. Okay. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, polygamy?
Polygamy, yes.
Yes. The answer is yes.
If you could afford to have multiple wives, would you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
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 You explain.
What's it explain?
Why? Like,
I can.
First of all, y'all can barely handle one woman. How you gonna handle multiple?
Not if we get some of them that's foreign.
You don't know that.
Oh, I do have more questions. Hold on, but go ahead.
If I'm rich, I'm rich, yeah. All right, so it's like this. Like in the Bible say, be fruitful, then multiply. You become a conducive person to society. Somebody would look at and be like, man, we need more people like that. We need to spread more good people in the planet. So you get about 17 wives and you can get all of them pregnant at the same time. Actually, that's why monogamy is a law over here, because it ain't just about sex. It's about how many people putting positive energy towards you or praying for you. Yeah, it's about
our family.
It's about the family unit. Yeah. If that was, because I'm gonna tell you something. If right now, if every man grabbed just one woman, it'd be a lot of single women anyway. If you really think about it, it'd be a lot of single women, and that's why I said it's some divinity in side chickism. Because some of these men is supporting these side chicks who really ain't got a man.
She could be his other wife.
That's polygamy anyway. If you really think about it, we practice that anyway.
We practice a silent polygamy in this country anyway. We've been doing it for the last 20, 30 years. We just call it side chick, side dude, side whatever.
That's what I said. Yeah.
It's a silent polygamy. The thing is that why not just put it out there in the forefront? It ain't like most women know that their man is dealing with somebody else. Most women know.
Facts.
Very few women they play this role like, oh, I had no idea. Yes, you did. Come on now. Your dude's routine changed, his cologne changed, he started putting on, you know something is up. So why not just be like, listen.
Well,
it's a dishonesty that put the damper on it. You know what I'm saying? Not keeping it real up front. But go ahead, Mark.
No, I was gonna say, like, if all the ideas was on, okay, let's just say right now, modern day, right? Modern day, due to the fact of how people really don't understand and how it works and how it can be a benefit, I wouldn't, because I don't think the modern woman would buy into it, right? Now if she bought into it and she, was understood what it was for, absolutely, because according to history, again, that particular lifestyle has allowed us to elevate amongst all races. We pretty much ran the world during that time, right? We can look at history and show that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So monogamy has shown that part of the problem, amongst other things, is that those morals and values that was passed in a polygamous situation aren't the same now. So this is a result of that not being the case, right? We know monogamy due to divorce is high, right? Because that's what
has failed.
Right, right. So it definitely has been failed. But today's modern day situation, no, because I don't have the brain space to try to deprogram nobody at this point. I don't have the time. I rather just program my morals and values into one particular person. It would be easier for me.
Yeah,
so that would be.
And you know what? I would wonder.
But what if you was rich though?
If I was rich,
filthy.
I wouldn't be committed. If I was rich like that, I would commit.
So you see, he's saying I wouldn't commit to anyone if I was rich.
Right.
I would have multiple partners or multiple friends or multiple whatever, right?
No, he said he want to be in a committed relationship, monogamous.
You don't see the benefit in the family unit of polygamy.
Okay, let me say what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's do that. Okay, so what I'm saying is, right. So what I'm saying is this: I am basically saying, right now, if a check was dropped on my doorstep, right, or let's just say, for instance, I'm not married, or I've worked to a certain type of height and you wasn't there when I may be skeptical from the rip anyway. That's the one. I wouldn't probably trust the situation. Why are you here? You know what I mean? That's going to be the first thing. It's just like, that's just a natural instinct.
Right.
Because people even avoid families when they get a certain type of rich. So you got to separate yourself, right?
Man.
It happens. So for me, I would say that. But now, if someone was with me and I'm on the way up and the millions drop, then there would have to be a sense of loyalty for me. Well, it may not have nothing to do with money, but just want to answer that. Yes and no. Because guess what? Everything's about money, right?
And money
our success as men, as far as being husbands, in some point, resources and or money is important to keep a house. So it's always about money and values and morals and honesty.
Hey, check this out, Mark. In other cultures, other black women in other countries, they're raised like that. They're raised knowing they're gonna be a extra wife. You know, so over here in America,
and they don't feel like they're missing out.
We raised on monogamy. Like, it's nothing but monogamy. You don't see a Disney movie with Prince Charming and 3 princesses. You know what I'm saying? They like, it's one for me. You know, and the crazy part about it is back in our culture, we had something called the Mama Getty, right? And what the Mama Getty would do is put the mother in a trance. It'll put the mother in a trance while a pregnant mother in a trance, and it'll ask the baby through the mother, what is your purpose for coming? So while the mother's in a trance, the baby's basically speaking through her. and it'll give the mama Getty a riddle. And with that riddle, 1 or 2 years later, the answer to that riddle will come from another pregnant mother. And the answer to that riddle means that these two are a soulmate couple. So what happened back then is we were put with our soulmate couples when we were 12 and 14 years old. So we didn't have to go through the rigmarole of this person not being the one, so we moving on, or having a lot of bodies. We didn't have to go through that. So that's in our DNA. We already know that negative and positive attributes can be passed through our DNA. So that's a desire that we truly want. They play on it by playing Disney movies to little girls, thinking that whoever you choose is supposed to be your perfect soulmate. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't even have that science no more, because your soulmate could be dead, in jail, gay. You know, we ain't got the sciences no more. You know what I'm saying? But I explain that all to say, just that's where we got the idea from.
Right. Well, let me ask you this, and I know this is, of course, it's a double standard, and I know,
Right.
how men are about their castle, and another man can come in there. But what if the modern day woman was like, well, you know what? I'm the breadwinner of the family. I would like to bring in another man. We could bring in another man and another woman. I could use some help with the wifely duties around the house, and I can use another male companion for whatever needs that, maybe one husband. That's not okay. That's not
all right. So what polygamy was? The original reason for polygamy is because there was a lot of wars going on, right? There was a lot of wars going on to where men had to take extra wives, especially if you were one of the warriors who lost. The men that you killed, you would have to create as much energy as the husbands that you killed for those families. And you would have, basically, they would be your wives for 7 years, called indentured servitude. So after 7 years, they get an option. Hey, man, you can leave if you want to. And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, they never left. But that's why polygamy was put in place. So because it was a large shortage on men. Mm-hmm. So that's why polygamy was put in place. You understand what I'm saying? Because one man can get a whole bunch of women pregnant at the same time. So if the roles were reversed, tell me what's the benefit of a woman having a lot of husbands? Tell me that, because she can only get pregnant one child at a time, or something, twins or something.
Yeah, I would say I could see, as a modern day woman, maybe just because we want equal rights. So
that ain't good enough.
There's no such thing.
Because
that's not a good enough
reason.
Pass.
Yeah, I know it's a hard sell. It's a hard sell.
It's a no for me, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, just from a simple fact, you guys are receivers. I mean, that's not, why are we skating around that, right? The more and more that you dabble in someone entering into your yoni, what happens at that point? We are imputed with the of that particular person's ideas, right? So you can't be a mix of two men, because you're gonna have two different ideas and two mindsets. That's too confusing for you.
Natural leader
causes more issues. If you don't believe that, do the homework, like I said before.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. Okay, actually, I'm sorry, brothers. I did find one more set of questions that I forgot.
She said, she didn't say one more.
No, okay. So the myth. So this is what the myth is. So the myth is that men. Hold on. Prefer to. I'm sorry. Let me find it. Dang, I lost it. Well,
for the modern woman,
with like physical and emotional abuse from women. So there's a myth that and I don't know if it's a myth or it's a fact, but are there? I think the myth or the narrative is that there are men out here who are being abused by women. Whether it's like verbally, emotionally, or physically.
It's true. Yeah.
It's true. Okay.
Yeah.
So, speak on it, Damon.
Because humans, because hurt people. And so humans harm other humans. And sometimes they use love as a weapon, or they use loneliness, or so, yeah. men get abused. It's maybe not the abuse that we think of when we think of a woman being abused, but definitely men are verbally abused on a daily basis in relationships. Men are emotionally abused because sometimes people use guilt to try to guide their actions. They might make you feel guilty about what you don't do or what you do. And so yeah, men are being abused in various ways, but it's not the same level, the same kind. Now there are some men who are getting punched in the face when they come home from work too. There are some men that
That's
are getting,
fucked up.
and they're being governed by this. A man doesn't hit a woman, so they're not hitting their woman back. They're just getting beat up by that woman, and so that happens. But I think the abuse that men are enduring is more emotional, more verbal, sexual abuse. Whereas they're withholding sex from their husband. There's women that are like, I'm not sleeping with my man, and I'm not
That
sleeping
can
with
bruise
you.
Wait, do you consider that abuse?
Well,
Yeah,
what's the
that's
definition?
neglect, my nigga.
What's
The worst kind.
What's the
Not
definition of
that.
abuse?
Sorry.
Neglect. I mean, I don't think that. I mean, usually a woman is not in a position to physically harm a man, but emotionally and especially verbally, a woman can tear a man down with the words that come out of her mouth. And so a lot of times men are being torn up, and they suffer in silence. They don't say anything. They just go on about their business.
Man.
But yeah, there's a lot of guys that are being abused in their relationships. It's just not, like I said, it's not the same abuse. They're not getting knocked out or punched or whatever.
Yep. Shireen says abuse happens both ways. There are many levels of abuse.
Yeah.
I feel like the men don't really talk about their abuse.
Because
It make you look weak.
Because we live in a society where you shame the victim. You shame a victim.
Yeah, make you look weak though. Like
you know
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Mark.
No, go ahead.
I just feel like I can exercise most things within myself, man. If that's on you, I'm gonna remove myself from your life. That's gonna be your punishment.
I don't, I don't.
Most is hilarious.
Me personally, this is my own personal. Yes, I do believe those things to be true, but I just saying from my own personal experience, like just from my end and brothers I know, I just don't know if it's ever possible for a woman to ever. This is my own experience. Abuse me at this point. Me, I don't feel like, because I feel like if I'm gonna reflect on myself, make sure I'm doing the things I'm supposed to do, and if she's trying to be mentally, especially physically abusive, I'm to the point where I'm comfortable with myself. She's just tripping, so you're gonna have to straighten it up, or you're gonna have to leave. That's just me, right? That's just how I'm built, right? Not saying that guys aren't being abused. I'm sure they are, but I'm just saying at this stage of my life, there's no such thing. I can't see. And then what kind of a man would stay in an abusive situation? What kind of tone are you setting? The tone is you're either going to straighten up, right? If you're abusing me, or you're going to have to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see it happens, but I don't understand why guys are allowed to be broken by women. I'm just built that way.
Maybe the way is just to say you don't understand it because you haven't experienced it, right?
That's why I say I'm not built that way.
But there's a lot of men.
But it's a bunch of brothers out there that don't allow it to happen, because I know several. I'm just speaking for those brothers. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna stand on that.
Yeah.
But there are brothers out here who have families, and sometimes they endure.
They're trying to keep it together.
You are the tone setter in your house.
That's true.
Period.
No, I don't disagree.
You're right about that.
I don't disagree with you. That's the way it should be. But we wouldn't be here if everything went the way it should.
Find another one.
Another
one.
Yeah, and it could be, like same thing that some women deal with, where there's a financial reason why they
find a way.
Right?
You're a man. Find a way.
Man.
You're a man.
Come a gigolo.
You're a problem solver. What are you talking about?
What?
Again, I don't disagree with you.
Go find you another place to lay your head.
Kitty said, "Love is kind." That's simple, right there. No waste of word. Love is kind. If it ain't that ain't love. You can abuse that.
But do you all feel like it's harder for men to leave bad relationships? Not just even specifically talking about abusive, but just bad relationships than women.
I don't see.
Not me at all.
It depends. It depends. I think
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna say one thing. Because I'm a true believer in soulmates. It was one relationship that I had where I thought she was my soulmate, and I tried to make it work. That's the only relationship where I really tried to make it work. I kind of dealt with some of the abuse and dealt with, because it ain't, to me, I don't want to call it abuse because I'm a grown ass man. I'm like, what you say don't hurt me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But she was still saying some saying some crazy stuff. But being who I am and knowing my worth, you know, I had to bounce. You know what I'm saying? After a while, and then after I got a reading saying that she wasn't myself, I was like, oh, okay, well, shit. But every other relationship, I was like, man, I'm ghost. I'm out of here. Ain't gonna you don't if I see my worth more than you, then I'm out. You can't see it. Somebody's supposed to like you more than you like yourself. That's who I want to be with.
So let me ask you this question, Nye. So, with the exception of that one relationship you talked about, the other relationships, how long were you in the relationship with the person before you realized your worth and you weren't being valued? How long were you in those relationships?
It wasn't like I wasn't being valued in those other relationships. It's just it seemed like it went away after a while. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I realized, see that, then I'm like, all right, we growing apart. You know what I'm saying? Because I what I do is I really try to concentrate on working on myself, especially spiritually. So if somebody's not growing with me, it's gonna look obvious. You know what I'm saying? So that was most of the case for most of my relationship. I was always trying to grow, and those people were stagnant. You want me to stay stuck in the third grade forever?
And you know what? And don't get it twisted. When I was younger, yeah, when I didn't understand knowledge of self, but I know knowledge of self right now. And so I prefaced it by saying, at this stage of my life, right? Have I before when I was in my 20s or so? Possibly, but I had no filter of what relationships supposed to be like anyway. So that was a learning lesson for me. You know
when
what
we're
I mean?
young, we're still looking at Disney. We're thinking, oh, you got to struggle and work it out and fight for it and all that stuff.
And no better. I just said this stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know a group of guys right now that are married and they're all unhappy, but they're all staying because they don't want to be separated from their children. Literally, I've talked to them, I've counseled them, and they've all said to me the same thing. They were like, this woman is, I can't, I try my best to maintain the best I can, but I'm only here because I don't want to be separated from my kids. So once these kids graduate from school and go off, I'm out.
Yeah, you
hear Damon he made a really good point because my mother, man, I'm getting personal now. Should I go here? My pops, man. I mean, I got brothers and sisters same age as me. I think all of my brothers got another brother or sister same age as them, right? But that's old school, how they used to do it, have a family way over here and stuff. So my father is one of them old school cats. And my mother, I think my sister asked my mother, like, why did you stay with daddy all them years after you found out? And she was like, well, I didn't want y'all to be raised in a single household. So she waited till my last sister graduated from high school and bounced. It's 7 of us in the house, 7 children. So she waited till my youngest sister. So going to Damon's point, that some people will try to work it out in the favor of their children. So they have.
I did that. I mean, that's what I said. When I was younger, I did that. I was a single father. I had 2 kids to bring into a situation. The situation wasn't looking so good. I stayed a little bit longer because until my children got a house, I can equate with that. That's why I say, when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
So don't keep getting into the same situation.
Yeah, of course.
Right? And some dudes probably will slip back into it in that situation. Yeah. Once you learn that lesson once in your life, then it's time for you to use it as a lesson and move on, and don't allow it. Hopefully that will be a self-esteem builder, because I don't know who said that earlier, but the thing about it is that, they will prey on. Anytime a woman, for me, if a woman gets abusive, that's the signal for me that she has just lost respect for me anyway.
That's it, right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a sign of disrespect, right? Once you start like doing all this abusive stuff, like, so it's time for me to leave anyway. You have nothing to build on without respect. So it's time to
Yeah.
go.
So I see these responses about people staying for the kids. Do we celebrate people who sacrifice for their children, or do we criticize them and say
In
they should move on?
Well,
in
well,
a way, go ahead.
I would say, so for me, because I dealt with this, and it took me hearing probably Dr. Phil or Oprah or someone. I keep misquoting who said it, but they said that it's better for kids to come from a broken home than to live in one. And I can be a testament to that. Like my children are doing phenomenally well to be, in a divorced home, but it went beyond just the divorce. I had to become a good co-parent. I had to make sure that I kept a solid relationship between their father and me. We can coexist, we can talk, we can be in the same room, we can make decisions together for our children. And so he never had a reason to not be in their lives. I never tried to keep them from him. I made it easy. Damon can tell you, like, I made it easy for them.
Yeah.
Like whatever, what do you need? I will bring
Listen,
them to you.
she's
I
the
will
best.
provide a roof for you to
She
visit
one of
with.
the best ex-wife / baby mamas in the world, brother.
Your new kids can
Man.
come over, like whatever.
Your new kids.
Yeah, no, real talk.
But yeah, we can
like,
spend Christmas together.
Yeah, she seemed like a sport.
yeah, like she really made it a point to make sure that the kids had a relationship with their father, no matter what her relationship was with the kids. So I've always respected that about her, because like a lot of mamas would be like, "Oh, you ain't with me no more. You can't see these kids." No, she had an open door policy. Like, bro, her thing was, and I love this about her. As long as you coming to see the kids, you can come whenever you want.
Wow,
as long as you come to see them.
That's dope.
Exactly. Don't even look over here.
Right.
But okay, but yeah, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, but I always question that, because it's like a lot of us will say, like, these comments will say, you should just leave, you should just go, like, don't put up with that, go away, right? So we see that. And then other people say, well, people stayed and endured whatever the situation was, whether it was good, bad, and different. They endure it for their children. Sometimes the children grow up and appreciate the fact that, mom, dad, I didn't know you were dealing with that. I did that for you so you could have certain things as a child. Now that you're an adult, I can bounce and do what I gotta do. But I may have endured that for you, so you could be okay. I
love that.
So you see what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's like one part of you is like, don't put up with that. You don't deserve that. Walk away, leave. And the other part of that is, but you put your needs down and picked your kids' needs up.
It's your happiness versus children's happiness.
Yeah, you chose those
but
children.
That's not necessarily healthy, right? Because I think that my children benefit from seeing their mother happy, healthy, and whole. My biggest regret,
that belongs to me. Don't steal that. Go ahead.
But my biggest regret is them not being able to see me in a happy, loving relationship. They have not seen that example,
right?
So that's my biggest regret.
So
guess what? They may go and turn that because they saw you didn't achieve it. That may want them to achieve it. You see what I'm saying? They may do the opposite. Your kids are supposed to do better than you anyway, right?
Come on, relay race.
So let's look at it like that.
Well, I look at it at the end of the day. All of them going to end up in therapy anyway, so we might as well just,
That man crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they're all going to end up in therapy dealing. Either it was too much or not enough. Either it was too high or too low. I mean, we all feel like we didn't get enough of this or didn't get enough of that. That's okay. At the end of the day, you make a choice that you think is best for you and your children.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they become adults, I think that's time when you sit down with them and talk to them about, hey, look, mom and dad made this sacrifice for you, or I made a sacrifice for you, or I made a choice not to stay in this because I didn't want you to see this, and normalize it. You see what I'm saying? So there's two sides of that conversation. I'm not saying either side is right or wrong, because I'm on the same side as LaDonna and Mark. I left my situation. My son was 3 years old. He told me, you know, he was uncomfortable when mom and dad argued. I said, "You don't gonna be uncomfortable in your own house, sir." I moved on, right? Do I regret him not seeing a healthy family? Sometimes I do. I wish he would have grown up seeing a mom and a dad in the house. But overall, it was the best decision for him because now he sees a happy mom and a happy dad. Maybe they're not happy together, but he sees that. So I think that was a choice that you had to make. But I get it because there were moments. I'm sure there were moments before you made a decision to leave where you were like, I could just stay for a little while and just enjoy this so the kids would be cool, whatever, you know, you had, and then you got to that point where you were like, you know what? Nah, this is not gonna work. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. So
absolutely.
So let's look at the other side. Let's just say, okay, those are cases definitely when it comes to marriages or whatnot, right? Let's just look at it from a singles standpoint. You just date somebody, y'all ain't got no other ties. Let's say that. Let's throw that side enough. Get the hell out of there.
Oh yeah, I did
those brothers because there's a lot of single people that's watching this. So let's make sure we address that to them.
I think that's my problem though, bro.
Oh,
as soon as I see a sign, I'm out of there, dog.
As you get older, your window gets
It's so it's like
you know, because you have a better sense of what you want in your life. And hopefully you're getting a better sense of what you need in your life.
Yeah, I'm losing so many good candidates though.
So when you start meeting people, you have a 5-minute conversation. You're like, nope, that's not it.
This dude having this dude right here. Sorry about that, Damon, but this dude right here having a moment over here.
But okay, let's everybody counsel Nye. Come on, Nye. Raise your head.
You need to lay on the couch, brother.
Come on, Nye. Come on.
I'm losing so many good candidates. What are you talking about? I think I got problems.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
We don't
keep it 100.
Keep 100.
You need to figure this out before you have a kid with him.
Oh, okay.
What can you do differently so that whatever these pet peeves or whatever turns you off happens?
Oh no, I ain't tripping on my daughter's mothers. It's me dating now. It's me meeting people now.
Right.
It's after them.
Okay.
I'm talking about post baby mamas.
Well, don't have no more.
No, I want some more. No, it's fine. But we talking about after them. I'm talking about like now. It's like my shit. Like Damon said, my shit is. It's snap and pop. As soon as I see something, oh no,
you got PTSD, bro.
This one chick. This one chick told me,
What'd she say?
Hey, this one chick told me, she was like, she checked all the boxes, man. I was like, oh yeah, this. So I'm talking to her on the phone, talk to her, and she said to me, she said, "Oh, I love anal sex. I gotta have anal sex. I can't live without it." I was like, God.
I'm trying to figure out how do we.
Hey, that's gonna turn me the fuck off too.
I'll talk to you later.
I don't.
No, that's a no for me. I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't know if everybody else into that. That's cool, but I don't. I don't do dookie love.
I
don't do dookie love. So, and the fact that she said,
views
hold on,
the fact that does not have reflect the views of Mark Weaver.
Listen, the fact that she said. The fact that she said it was a requirement let me know that she had some type of controlling in her. Especially that's a requirement. Like, bitch, I'm out of here. But yeah, man, I be getting turned off from little stuff, man.
That ain't little.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
Okay, good.
That's a triple red flag.
I don't
swing.
I think we need to schedule a private session with just you, brother, so we can walk you.
Why?
Because we just
I think I'm good. I think it's just that part. I'll be seeing stuff. I'll be like, you ain't for me.
Yeah.
Listen,
remember you said that
bro.
In our first.
I'm gonna come on date night.
Hey, listen to that first mind.
After this sip.
Well, if you're honest with it, the dating pool is pretty.
Man, it's the dating pool is filled with PP and it got chocolate paydays in it. It's bad.
So look,
I don't even
check
want to
this
go.
out. So I got a question. Because everybody has a question. Everybody go around. I'll go last. I
Here
want to
we
see
go.
this. No. Okay, so you the pool cleaner. How would you clean the pool? How would you clean it? How can you get the pool clean?
Everybody's got to go to
Okay,
therapy.
They
Hold
got
on,
this
man.
new.
Everybody
Go
in
ahead,
the chat too. Let me see.
Right.
They got this new solution that they
Okay.
use salt. It disinfects the pool. You can use salt water. It's less abrasive. It's totally conducive to society.
He
This
cleaning
is
a
how we-
real pool. He's
This
not
is
cleaning
how we
the
gonna
LaDonna, how would you
dating
clean the dating
pool.
pool? Guess what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ask him. This is the guy still trying to discover what the hell he wants any damn way.
Facts on facts.
LaDonna, go.
Okay. The first thing I would do to clean the dating pool is I would ban married men. If you have,
Whoa.
That's already
if you have,
Foul on the
already
play.
breaking the rules.
if you
Married
have a
people.
wife,
Married people.
okay,
Married
there we
people.
go. Married
Stop playing.
people. We will ban married people from dating single people. Now, if y'all want to date each other, hey, have at it. Go find you a married whatever, but leave the single people out of it. That's where I would start.
I would clean it by telling people to come healed.
Mm.
You know how you got to rinse yourself off before you get in the pool? Most people don't do that shit.
Okay.
Get that shit up off you before you get this pool.
Hey, Donna, go back to the one right here. I want to point this out for the one before that. Miss her. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. That's why I clean the pool. Okay, let me go ahead and just go ahead and just do the rules again.
Clean the pool. It's the
Right. We're not talking about I. We're talking about everybody else. Just take it off of you. Take it off of you and take it off of you and look at it from a perspective that you see you're outside the pool, you clean. Now, how would you help or how would you clean the pool of things that you see outside of yourself? That's the question.
Require everybody to come healed.
Right.
You have to heal from your last relationship, but you're going to bring it to the next one.
But how does a person know they're healed until they get into their next relationship?
When they don't feel a certain way when they're talking about the opposite sex. When they can say a statement without having an emotional attachment to it.
Okay. I think it's if you're in a relationship, say you're in a bad relationship, right? And then you end that relationship and then you take some time to heal, some therapy, whatever works for you. Right. You don't really know if you're healed until you're in a new relationship and you're faced with a trigger or you're faced with some situation. That's when you'll know that you're healed. You won't know if you're just single, because everybody out here thinks, oh, everyone likes to say this. Whoa.
Hey, Kitty. Hey, what's
Kitty.
your be friend? Kitty? My name is Nye the Great. I'm on Facebook. The project you see that under there? The project at the Project 44. That's my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
Look,
okay.
As soon as you don't scramble them eggs right, he's gonna let you go.
Poly relationships, that's fine. Polygamy relationships, that's cool. Fine.
But I'm just saying,
the rest of us,
I agree with Nye about healing. But I think everybody, if you live to be 35 or older, you should go to therapy for 2 years and try to figure out all your childhood traumas and work them all out. And then, I think we need a like a dating school or like a courting school or a
how to love
kind of a like I think we need a place where we can teach you some of the core values of building a healthy relationship. Not that they all have to be the same, but I just feel like we don't have a lot of examples of really great relationships and marriages and stuff. We don't have that. So we need something. Just like we go training for everything. We go to the gym to work out. We go to a lot of places to get training. We go to, whatever. We go to church. We go to those places. I think we need a dating, courting type of training that we need to go to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We never had that.
I think we need that. I think that's how we clean the pool up. Like if you're not
change the narrative.
For example, if you don't want to get married, then you should date in the blue line. Like you go in the blue line over here. The blue line, people who don't want to get married, but you want to date. If you want to get married, you go in the green line. Like go over to the green line. This is people that want to get married, so that we don't have confusion amongst the groups. I think, but we need a class or a system of classes and a process
to dating manual.
A dating manual.
Okay, so check this out. I'll say this then, just to add on to what he's saying. So in this class, the first course that will be served in this class will be accountability 101.
Yes.
On both sides. That will be the
Accountability.
first course. You cannot get to the second grade until you pass the first grade of accountability.
And self-awareness.
Self-awareness
number 2.
Right.
Yeah.
But right, and then too, the next will be discipline. It will be discipline 102, right? Because in order for you to continue to be accountable, you have to be disciplined with it, right? To sustain that accountability, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll definitely say that. So for me, everybody, I drain the water out, tell every ass to get out the pool, take your ass to the school, take accountability 101, and then go discipline 102, and then we'll tell you what to do next after that.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
I
like that.
I love it.
You the pool cleaner.
Coming
Got my hat on, got my badge on.
Sitting near you, the tour.
Facts.
Smart love tour.
Smart love training 101. We got you.
All right, fellas.
Oh, hold on. Another one is unconditional. Another one is unconditional love. That should be number 3. They should learn how to love.
What's that?
And starting with plants and animals, loving somebody, no matter the conditions. Because most people have unconditional love only for their children. No matter what they do, they still gonna love their children.
Babies
like
and pets.
Jeffrey Dahmer's parents still loved him after all that he did. That's
Babies
some damn unconditional love, boy.
You love babies and pets. That's it. Unconditionally. Babies and pets. Because as a baby gets older, you don't love them as much as you used to. I promise you. When they start thinking, you don't. You
said what now?
You do not love your children the same way you did when they were babies. I promise you don't. You love them differently. You love your daughters differently than you did when they were babies.
Nigga, I'm crazy about my speak for yourself.
I didn't say you didn't love them.
I love them even more, especially now that they express themselves and say how they feel.
Love them differently.
Yeah, you'll probably be more aggressive for your daughter than you would for your son.
Absolutely.
That's using that as an example. So that's a sense of more so what he's saying too as well. Not to say that's what he's saying for sure.
I'm not saying you love your daughters less. I say you love them differently. But you don't love, but because your daughter can feed herself now. When she was a baby, you were like, I gotta feed, I gotta You don't do that no more. Right? She can dress herself. You don't do that no more. She's, what I'm saying?
I mean, the relationship, the responsibility changed, but not the love.
Not the amount of love.
I'm not saying you don't love your daughter. No, I'm not saying that. You love her differently. Love her differently than you did when she was a baby.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Things might change as she's grown up, but the amount of love is the same. The amount.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, you got to try to justify your love here, bro.
I'm just trying to let them know that.
How old is your oldest daughter?
17.
Okay.
I'm just trying to let them know that that might be his experience. My experience is I'm like shit. I'm crazy about it. Unconditional love.
Well, look, fellas. I know we're having a great time, but we eventually have to end. We can't stay here. We talk all night. Damon, you got something to say?
You're right, Antiphius, for sure.
I'm looking forward to next Thursday.
Yes.
We're gonna continue the war on Black love. I appreciate my brothers always, man. Bringing all the different perspectives. I don't know what was going on with Donna early on the show. I felt like she was sniping at me or something.
Excuse me.
She's our sniper, son.
Yeah. I felt some kind of way.
Just refer to
okay. Like South Carolina's girls basketball team, they won the championship. It's a girl on the team. Her name is Pow. That's how I felt like you was Pow-Powing me.
That's
the whole
funny.
time.
I felt like everybody got the same smoke. I don't know what you saw.
Nah, you was bringing the smoke. But that's okay. I'm built for it. Whatever it is that you have against, dark-skinned men with beards, I get it. It's fine. It's fine.
Am I dark skin? I'm dark skinned, right?
All of us dark skinned with beards.
You talking about the fetish?
Yeah. So whatever it is, whatever you was coming at me with.
Donna, what's your fetish? What's your fetish, Donna?
Here it go.
What's your fetish, Donna?
Paying for it in Jamaica.
With long hair, Damon, read my shirt, okay? Just because I'm not light skinned with long natural hair, I'm pretty. not for a dark skinned girl. Okay.
So let me be clear so that everyone
that's the
knows.
most-
We love
Yeah.
all black women. Don't you ever get it confused about
What'd you
me,
say,
Nye,
Mark?
and Mike. Me,
What you
listen.
say, Mark?
Me, Mark, and Nye love all women, but we especially love black women.
Yeah,
Man.
I've never dated outside my race, so that tells a lot.
I have, but I won't do it
haven't.
again.
I've never slept with. Hold on. I've never slept with a white girl before. I never slept with a white girl before.
Two truths and a
say
lie. Whoa.
No, I can say no. I never slept with a white girl before.
Okay, with a white girl. Okay.
No, I'm serious. I have. My first daughter is mixed, 17-year-old. Then I woke up. That's another story.
And black women love y'all. We do.
Hey, we love
Not
y'all.
all of them. Not all.
Now
of them.
I'm exclusively only
Not all of them, Kitty. Not all of them.
black women only.
Yes, we do. Name one that don't.
Oh, Troy said you
Hey,
pretty,
Troy.
LaDonna.
Hey, you
My
pretty,
brother.
LaDonna.
Oh, thank you, Troy.
Hey, slow down, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Troy
$20,
got
Troy.
some money in his photo. What's that money, Troy?
Silly. Oh, you should see the other one. Sasha posted. Hey, if you go down my timeline, I'm like, what's wrong, with my brother? Dude got all kind of guns. He holding all kind of guns. I said, this boy crazy.
Oh, protector from security.
Just wild.
Hey,
No, but
you
this
know what?
was
Y'all
dope.
been
I
extra nice
appreciate
tonight.
you always. So the ladies, we're getting together on Sunday. I would like you brothers to give us questions.
Hey, we
And
coming.
I need at least one of y'all to host because I can't.
You choose. That's your platform. You
Your
choose
platform.
Okay, because the thing is, like, I'm partial to the ladies, right? So I'm gonna go easy.
Oh yeah, you got a bias and shit.
You're a
I
closet
do,
feminist.
I do. I love
You're a
that.
closet feminist. We got it.
Mark,
that.
Mark, come on, Mr.
Hey,
Date Night. You the one.
Oh man.
Come on, and he gonna keep it
Definitely,
balanced
I want
too.
y'all
That's
to come with some questions. Of course, join the conversation.
I'm gonna be
We
typing
always
like my
appreciate
Twitter
y'all.
fingers.
Yes, we always appreciate that. And like, I mean, if you all think about it, there's not a lot of men coming on platforms like this talking like the way that you are.
Right.
There's
Mhm.
always some type of like agenda or some narrative that they're trying to push. Like for you all to come on here and to be transparent, to really show that you believe in love, and it's hopeful. So we appreciate you.
Hey.
All right, everyone. So that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining. And wait, what'd she say? Hold on, Kitty said.
Hey.
Oh, they just hurt, but they love y'all.
Kitty riding for the fellas. We appreciate her. She's showing love.
Well, Kitty ride for balance. I love it.
Yes, yeah. And Kitty is way in Korea. It's 9 a.m. It's 10 a.m. where she is.
Kitty.
She woke up.
What's
to
up,
come
Kitty?
watch us. So
What
thank
I'm
you.
talking about. Yeah.
Korea.
Yeah.
Korean.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good
All
night.
right, y'all. Peace. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
See y'all
Damon, we
Sunday.
need you to put your 2 lies.
Hey,
Wait.
I'm gonna
Your
record
2
this
truths
back
and a
room
lie
one
in
day.
the comments later.
That's what I'm gonna record this back room one day. We're gonna tell y'all what we really be talking about when we get out this live. Let's really be on.
I'm out.
Hey, I'm gonna find a way to record it. So,
All right. Peace out.
All right,
Bye.
y'all. Bye.